You were refused an application you made to IRCC. Do you have the rights to challenge the decision made by IRCC on your application? IRCC decision is an administrative decision. If you have a denial trying to seek out options with regards to what to do, hopefully you were refused an application you made to IRCC, your visa application was denied, your permit extension was denied, or you did not receive a positive decision on your permanent residence application. What can you do? Do you have the rights to challenge the decision made by IRCC on your application? This is exactly what we're going to cover in this video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Dhruv. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. At our firm FHCN, we assist all prospective immigrants with their immigration to Canada. If you are an aspirant, you need assistance, here is our contact information. Feel free to contact us and we would be happy to assist you. If you would like to chat with me or any other RCIC in our team, feel free to book a meeting with us. We would be happy to chat with you. The link to book an appointment is in the description of this video, along with numerous other important links, helpful links that can really assist you. Now, coming to what recourse you have if IRCC denies your application. As we go along that route, let's quickly answer and look at the comment of this. This week's comment comes on common refusals for PGWP. This was our video on which the comment is, what is the solution after that? What is the solution after the refusal? And this entire video is an answer to your question. What can you do if your application is denied? Well, particularly just to briefly answer the question right away, if you applied for a PGWP application, your recourse is either to apply for reconsideration or judicial review. These are the two options. You can choose to do both, and those are the legal recourses that are available to you. I hope this helps. Now, to go into the detail of what can be done if your application is denied, can you challenge the decision or not? Or if you have the ability to challenge, how you can go about challenging IRCC's decision. So the first thing that we need to talk about is what are different kind of appeals or procedures available to you in order to challenge decision made by an IRCC officer. IRCC decision is an administrative decision. It is made by an IRCC officer that has the power to enforce the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, that is the IRPA. As per the regulations and the act, the IRCC officers will make a decision, and as the applicant who receives the decision, you have the following different options in order to challenge the decision. Number one is appeals. There are certain immigration appeal rights for certain types of applicants that are mandated in Canadian immigration law. If you have the appeal right, you can appeal the decision made by IRCC to Immigration and Refugee Board, the IRB, and that appeal process can help you overturn the decision that was made. The second is challenging the decision in the court. That is, you take the decision made by the IRCC officer to court and you challenge the decision in the court, wherein now you have to go through the judicial process. The third one that we have talked about before as well on this channel is reconsideration. This is you just requesting IRCC to reconsider the decision, and this usually only works if IRCC made an error in law or error in fact when they were deciding your application. That is, they made an error from their side which you are asking them to correct, and this third option may or may not work, but it is an avenue for you to get or to request for a reconsideration of your decision. Again, the first two, appeals and the judicial review, that is challenging the decision in court, are proper procedures through which you will get a decision, positive or negative. However, these two will guarantee a decision. The third one, reconsideration, does not guarantee a decision. However, it is available to you, and it is in fact the cheapest method to go about. Now, keeping the reconsiderations aside, let's talk about immigration appeal and the judicial review process. Now, guys, basically immigration appeals are only available to certain types of applications. Not everyone is eligible to appeal the decision of IRCC to the IRB. A sponsorship application comes with the right to appeal. If you've applied for spousal sponsorship which was denied, you have the recourse for appeal. or you may be eligible to appeal the decision made by IRCC to the IRB. Secondly, if you are a permanent resident of Canada and you were issued a removal order, in certain cases you may appeal the decision. You have the right to appeal to the IRB. Now, in certain circumstances, you may still not be eligible to appeal to the IRB, and those are the cases if there are serious criminality or serious inadmissibility involved. However, in most cases, a permanent resident who is issued a removal order can appeal to the IRB. Thirdly and lastly, you can file an immigration appeal if you are a permanent resident and you were denied a permanent resident travel document on the basis of residency obligation. Now, that means IRCC says that you did not meet your residency obligation that is required from a permanent resident, and you appeal that decision to the IRB. Guys, if you need assistance with any of the immigration appeals, be it sponsorship appeals, residency obligation appeal, or removal order appeal, we can assist you with that. On top, we can also help you with reconsideration request on the decisions made by IRCC. If you need assistance with the immigration appeal process, you can get in touch with us. The contact information is given over here. Now, before we proceed, guys, I would like to request you to quickly subscribe to the channel. You subscribing to the channel can help us stay motivated, continue creating informational content that can help you and all your friends. So please subscribe right now. Thank you. So in summary, who has the right to appeal a decision by IRCC? Number one is if you are a permanent resident or Canadian citizen, you applied for spousal sponsorship, or you applied for family sponsorship for parent, grandparent, and that was denied, you have the right to appeal. If you are a permanent resident and you were issued a removal order, you may have the right to appeal. Thirdly, if you were denied permanent resident travel document, a decision was made that you do not meet the residency obligation, then you have the right to appeal. So these are the cases in which you have the right to appeal. This leaves numerous other applicants, visitor visa applicants, work permit applicants, permanent resident applicants who have applied for permanent residence. Then there are applicants who have applied for Canadian citizenship. There are applicants who apply for study permits. What do they do? Because they don't have any legal right to appeal the decision. What can they do in such a case? Now, in that case, if you do not have the right to appeal the decision made by IRCC, you always have the right to contest any decision in the court, and this process is called judicial review. Now, every person, every applicant has the right to go to the court after a decision is made. If IRCC makes a negative decision on your application, you can always go to the court, ask for judicial review of that decision. Now, what does that mean? Judicial review is a term for the process where you go to the court, you ask the court for a review of the administrative process through which that decision was made, and you are claiming that IRCC or the officer did not make the decision properly. They either erred in applying the law, they erred in the facts of the case, or they made an unreasonable decision on the basis of what was presented in the application. Now, the distinction between the immigration appeal and the judicial review is major. The appeal is made to the IRB, Immigration and Refugee Board, and the judicial review is made to the federal court. So one is dealt by an administrative body, that is the Immigration and Refugee Board of Canada. On the other one, which is judicial review, is dealt by the federal court, that is the court system, the justice system. If you have a denial and you are trying to seek out options with regards to what to do, hopefully through this information you can get a sense of whether you have the right to appeal or whether there is an option for you to appeal to IRB, or is the judicial review the only option. And based on that, you can assess what the next best steps could be. At the same time, you can always consider applying for reconsideration of your decision that was made by IRCC. You can get or request IRCC to reassess the decision that they made, and maybe they give you a positive outcome through that reassessment process. But if not, then the appeal or judicial review, based on what you're eligible for, is the next best option. That's it for this video, guys. In summary, wanted to talk about what are your options if the application is denied, or if you get a negative decision on your immigration application, whether you can appeal, or is judicial review the only option for you. Hopefully through this video you got a sense of that. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you are notified about any new video that we upload. Thanks again for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching this video till the end. I would request you to do 3 things kindly. Number 1 is to subscribe to this channel. You subscribing to this channel allows us to create more and more informative videos and improve the content that we deliver. Secondly, please mention in the comment section what you liked about this video, what you disliked about this video, and what would you like us to cover next, so that we cover what you want to see and we don't make the same mistakes again. Thirdly, I would request you to kindly share this or any one video from our channel with any one friend of yours, because one piece of information can change someone's life. Thank you very much and keep watching FHC Ending.